There's encouraging news on the economy to tell you about this morning. Consumer Reports is out with a report that shows 7 years after the beginning of the Great Recession, the American shopper is finally back and they are ready to spend. Tod Marks is a senior projects editor for Consumer Reports. Tod, good morning.
Good morning, Gail. Good morning.
Is it fair to say that it took some time?
It took a lot of time
to get here?
I mean, think about it. You know, the Great Recession profoundly affected, the Great Depression profoundly affected a generation of Americans. And the latest recession had that same impact. Think about this. 75% of Americans either lost a job or had a friend or a family member who lost a job. That's cataclysmic. And now, though, this new study by Consumer Reports, our American Shopper Study, shows that 70% of Americans now finally feel flush enough economically to start undertaking decisions put off for as long as 5 years.
What are we buying?
Okay, well, it's not just buying. We're doing things like we stopped, marriages were down, divorces were down, people having children were down. People didn't buy new cars. They didn't buy new homes to the extent they are now, or major appliances, or even keeping up their homes. All these numbers have been inflated dramatically in the aftermath of the recession, so the numbers show very positive movement in all those directions.
So they're making more practical choices now.
People are more practical and less indulgent. That's one thing we try to get at in this study. You know, how has this affected you? And we asked all kinds of questions, including, like, if you got a tax refund this year, or if you were to get a mythical $100,000 windfall, you win the lottery, what would you do with that? Now, normally you'd say, hey, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to spend it on a price vacation.
I know what I do.
I'm going to get a car.
You know what I do?
What would you do,
I split it with my two neighbors.
You're a good man. But what people told us...
His name is Pinocchio Rose. Where's my 50, Nora? Okay.
Well, it was interesting because you would think that, other than your largesse, but people told us that they would use it to buy things like groceries, pay energy bills, use it to pay their taxes, and to renovate their home. Yes, just put it in the bank. That's a big difference than what we expected.
What are people afraid to spend money on?
Well, again, people are working. Remember this. They're feeling better, and they're working, but they're working scared. In other words, that sense of confidence and stability that people once had about, will my job still be here tomorrow? Will my salary be able to keep pace with inflation? Those decisions make people very conservative.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is a good. Ultimately, it has the potential to make us smarter and much more savvy consumers because we've been battle hardened and tested, and hopefully we don't make the same mistakes we made before.
Tod Marks.